Hey guys, Retire on Dividends here. Want to give my weekly update to my options trading journey and my swing trading journey. So this is my options trading spreadsheet that you see. You know, I kind of shared this in one of the earlier videos, and I always link, I guess the basics video within the details of every weekly update. So check that out if you're interested in learning, I guess we'll say the basics of options, okay? So this video is just an update to how I'm doing. Now, I have this option stock kind of watch list that I got from the community. I've been adding as people provide me new names, but I'm still only using TSLL. And as you can see, I sorted it by, which one is closest to the 52-week low. TSLL is number 3. So obviously it's 4% away from the 52-week low, which is pretty damn good. It's a great opportunity to sell puts on. So I'm going to keep doing so until the turnaround. But let's see what I did this week. So only 2 transactions. Everything in gray is from prior weeks. I apologize for the background noise. It's super windy and super rainy. So the first transaction was done on 3/18. Now I own 400 shares of TSLL because if you look from historically, you'll see, 4 of them got assigned. Okay, so that means when I sold 4 different puts, they got assigned, and my average was around $9 or a little less. Okay, so now, when I own the shares, when I own 400 shares, I'm able to sell calls on 4 contracts. So what I did on 3/18 is I decided to sell 1 contract because on that day Tesla was up a little. So I sold a call. On that day, TSLL was priced at $8.05. I sold a call for a strike at $9. However, I had to push the expiration date out pretty far. I had to go out almost a month. Actually, approximately basically 25 days in order to get a respectable premium. So I got 3 cents, not 3 cents, 30 cents per share. So 30 cents times 100 shares, I got $30 for selling this call. So what this means is I sold a call for $9 strike, expires April 12th. This means if TSLL is priced above $9 on that date, then my shares will get assigned and I'll have to sell them for $9. So if TSLL goes up to we'll say $9.50 or $10, my shares still will sell for $9 per share and I'll get $900, 9 times 100. So that's the risk to take when you sell calls. If TSLL is below $9 by expiration date, then the contract will be expired worthless and I will keep my shares. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. The strike I chose was 11.8% out of the money. Again, total premium $30. Fronted amount, I used $805 because basically that was the price of the stock at that point in time. So, it's the value of the stock. So essentially that's what I put as the value I'm fronting because that's what I own. I own the stock. The return on investment is 3.73%. Income calculated per day, again, because this is 25 days, I'm earning $30. That's $1.20 per day. Return on investment per day is 0.15%, which again, it's not the best, but it's not bad. Annualized yield comes to 54%. Which again, is pretty good. It's not fantastic, but it's pretty damn good. Now, I also decided to sell some of my TSLY to use towards my options journey. And I mentioned this in a prior video because if I needed to do, sell more puts in order for the rescue plan, because right now I need to rescue my average because TSLL is, it's below $9, pretty far. Because I want to be able to sell calls weekly, reality. Like if I own shares, I want to sell calls weekly, but not with a high average. So for now, I'll have to sell calls further out. But in the meantime, I'll sell puts, which is what I did. I sold a put expiring next week, which next week is 4 trading days. But when I sold it, it was 6 days total. Obviously, when I use the days, number of days, it includes weekends, of course. So, sold a put, strike price of 750. Stock price at the time was 750. But this will lower my average. Again, my average, actually, let's just go check. My average is 850, okay? So if I sell a put for 750, obviously if I get a sign, that lowers my average, which helps me to sell calls at a lower strike price, all right? So I sold a put, 750 strike, I got 25 cents for this, right? So what's the point of selling a put? Well, I sold a put, they give me money, and guess what? They take collateral. They take the 750 strike times 100, so they take $750 from me, because if by expiration of 328 TSLL is priced below 750, I have to buy it at 750. If TSLL is priced above 750 on expiration, it expires worthless and I get my $750 back. Okay? Again, hopefully this makes sense. I don't want to go too far into the details, as I like to keep it very simple. So I got 25 bucks. I fronted 750. That's a 3.33% return on investment. Income per day, I got $4.17. ROI per day is 0.56%. And annualized, that's about 202%. So this transaction yielded me a pretty penny. So 202% annualized is pretty damn good. I could have done more. I could have sold more puts, but I'm being patient. And in case Tesla continues to go down, then I'll continue to sell puts, but at a lower strike price. I'll do like $7.25, $7, whatever, the next position is, and I'll continue to lower my average. In the meantime, the 400 shares that I own, right now I'm using just 100 of them, but I could continue to sell calls on those as well. So I could use on both sides. So anyway, if I go to my holdings, as mentioned, I currently only own 400 with a cost basis of 850. And again, if that put gets assigned, my cost basis will lower. So again, that cost basis, by the way, uses premium. I typically like to use the cost basis from the strike price, which is 875 in this example. So that's why I'm selling calls at $9, no less. If I can get this down to 850, then I'll sell calls at 850. All right, income. So this is week 5. Premium income earned was $55. Capital needed to earn that was $1,555. That's a weekly yield of 3.54%, or an annualized yield of 183%. Next week, I'm getting a dividend. They're paying out a dividend coming next week. Ex-dividend date is passed, so you had to own it at a certain date. The dividend is not, nothing fantastic, but it's enough, and I'll reflect that next week. I forget what it was, something like 7 cents, something really low, but it's not bad to hold. Holding 400 shares is not bad when you're getting a nice little dividend. It's a quarterly dividend, so it's not something that it's not monthly. All right, so that's how I'm doing. If I go to the final screen of the options, it just shows like what I could make. So again, the rate of return takes the average. So if I go here on the bottom, right, I calculate the average rate of return, which is 135%. And by the way, total income to date in 5 weeks, I've earned $281. This is going to get added to my Retire Now monthly update. Obviously, I'm making dividends each month, but now I'm making options premium each month. So now that gets added to that $281. I have next week as well. So hopefully I can get this, 300, 350 range, and I'll add that to my normal dividend, distribution journey, and we'll see what that calculates to. So anyway, I'm averaging about 135% annualized yield. So if I take that, and let's just say, again, I use 20,000 of approximately the 48,000 that I have in my account. I could yield, if I yield that, it would produce an annual income of 27,000, a monthly income of 2,200, or a weekly income of $520. So obviously, my weekly income is not producing that. You know what I mean? So I'm not using. Look at the capital needed. I'm not using $20,000 right now. I'm being gentle. I'm being slow and steady. But I'm just saying, you know, I like to show this to be like, if I wanted to use half of my account for options, this is what I possibly could make. So, but I have to be careful, you know, because Tesla could go way down and I could be screwed. So I have to sell puts, you know, 1 week at a time, right? I can't, because if I don't, then I'm going to have to sell all of my dividend stocks in order to do, you know, well, either I can sell at a loss, wait, or sell all my other dividend stocks to sell puts and average down even further. But I'm expecting Tesla to turn it around sometime soon, and that way I'll start to be able to sell calls for a really good premium. Like if it goes, say TSLA goes above my average, my cost basis of 875, you know, say it goes to 10, I'll still sell calls at $9. I don't give a damn. It's all about the premium at that point. But you know, that gets priced in, right? That gets priced into the value of the premium. So we'll see. We'll see. The journey is it's still new. Again, you saw it. We're only 5 weeks in, and we made approximately $281. So that's not too bad. It's not the best, but I'm not using that much money at the moment. So that's my options update. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I'm only using TSLL at the moment. I don't want to use too many other stocks because then I won't have enough cash to do, you know, if I needed to do it like to rescue the average. All right, let's talk about swing trading. Swing trading is getting interesting too. So as mentioned, this is my watch list. This one is key because I want to see who is at the low, because my strategy basically is I have all of these on my watch list on my brokerage, okay? And then I sort it by daily percentage, you know, who's doing the worst. So if any of them typically go down 5% or more and it's below my average, or I don't own it at all, then I'm buying. And I'm buying about approximately $500 at a time. And then that's my plan. And then, you know, that's it for the day. So I wait till the next day. If the next day that stock goes up, you know, 5% or more, then guess what? I'm going to sell. Or if that stock continues to go down 5% or more, I'm going to buy more. I'm going to another batch of 500. Okay? I know I explain it every week, but I just wanted to recap just so you guys know. So right now, you can see by tab, these are the stocks that I've currently traded so far. Tesla, as you can imagine, has been going down. So I have now 55 shares. I only bought 5 shares this week because it hasn't been going down like too much in one day. Plus it went up one day. So anyway, I have 55 shares with an average cost basis of $176.12. So my plan is basically continue to buy into Tesla. Unfortunately, my batches on Tesla cost about $800 to $1,000 at a time. So I'm getting a little top heavy. It's a little concerning. You know, the value that I own in Tesla is a little too high. Plus, as I mentioned before, once I sell off Tesla, I'm only going to use TSLT going forward because that's a double leverage fund. High risk, high reward. Most of these are double and triple leverage because it's quick money. It's quick swing trading. And that's what you want. So anyway, I own 55 shares. If Tesla goes up next week, you know, by a decent amount, then I'll start to sell my batches. If I have to continue to buy these and I get up to 100, then I'm just going to sell a call, right? Because I'll own 100 shares. That's one contract. And I'll just sell calls on Tesla until it gets assigned. Obviously, my call strike price would be above the average cost basis. And then once I get assigned and sell off my shares, then I'll just use TSLT. So TSLT, I currently own, about 300 shares with a cost basis of 1083. So for this one, I actually just applied for options on the this is my wife's Fidelity 401k account, which I'll move to a Roth soon. I just applied for options, and I think it just got approved actually. So I may consider selling these via calls, whether it's weekly, monthly, etc. That way I can capture not only capital gain premium, but options premium. So, you know, this blends in more to why I'm combining the swing trading and options video. So again, right now, I haven't been able to sell any of the TSLT because again, Tesla has been going down. So obviously I'm between these two tabs, I'm very top heavy in Tesla. Now, if we look at coin has been up, down, all around. I haven't been able to buy back in. But total profit so far I made on coin is $769, which it's pretty damn good, to be honest. TQQQ, so far, well, this week, just so you know, anything gray would be something I discussed in a prior video. So since you see nothing gray here, the green is filled in, and I sold 2 batches of TQQQ, 5 shares at a time, and I made a total profit of $32.64. I still own 15 shares of TQQQ with an average cost basis of $59.15. So right now, again, if TQQQ goes down on Monday by a certain percentage, and it meets, below my average, then obviously I'll buy 5 more, 5 more, 5 more. The problem with TQQQ, it's not at my 500 range. Typically my batches that I like to buy at is around $500. So I'm probably gonna, once I sell all these off, I'm gonna upgrade to 10. Maybe I'll wait until I can get, rid of my Tesla, and then I could start to upgrade, make sure, because I'll be at 10 shares would be around the $600 mark, which is okay. 600 is okay, because 290 is a little low, to be honest. SOXL, obviously the gray we don't need to talk about, we did that, but I sold 10 of them, 1 batch of 10. I made $12.40 this week for SOXL. I own remaining 30 shares. So all in all, from inception, I made $72.13 profit, total profit on SOXL. I don't have like a summary yet on this. Maybe I'll make a summary when all said and done. Apple has been down, guys. Apple has been down. And when you get an opportunity to buy Apple when it's down, why the hell not? AAPX, again, that's a double leverage fund. I buy batches of 25. So far, I only own 2 batches, so I own 50 shares of AAPX. Average cost basis of $20.70. I did not sell any. Obviously, you see the sell price is blank. The formulas are still there in the green, but just look at the sell price. So I did not sell any. We'll see what happens next week if I'm able to sell these for a profit or I'm able to buy more. All right, TNA. I did own 40. I sold a batch of 10 this week, and I made a $17 profit, $17.10. That's a 4% gain, and I still own 30 shares. So again, if TNA goes up next week over a certain amount, 5% or more, I'll sell another batch. If not, I'll buy another batch. Or if it stays kind of flat, it just sits there. No big deal. MSFX, you see the gray. We already spoke of that in a prior week, but I did sell another batch of 20, and I made $38 this week on MSFX. NUGT, I did nothing. This is an old one, but I did make so far to date $28.65. NVDX is NVIDIA, obviously. So this week, I sold 2 batches of 5, and I made a total profit of $59.88. I still own 5 more batches. Obviously, it did not continue to go up because, again, I sell these daily too. So I buy them daily, 1 batch a day, and I sell them daily, 1 batch a day, only if it meets my criteria. So right now, obviously, I still have 5 with an average cost basis of $95.90. So we'll see what happens with NVIDIA next week. Last but not least, this is a new position, DPST. I think this is the bank one. Let me just check real quick. Obviously, you guys want to know what the stock is too. Yeah, this is a regional bank one. It's a 3X triple leverage fund. Obviously, these are high risk, guys. So I bought 5 shares. That's a cost basis, a total of $363. Obviously, I could have done 10. But again, since I'm so top heavy on Tesla alone, you never want one position to be so high. But again, I own a lot of Tesla at the moment. When things turn around, I'll have enough funds to play around, a little more risk, a little higher on these other ones. But it's been working out pretty well. So all in all, I would say I'm doing pretty good on the swing trading. Tesla has been causing headache left and right on the TSLY side, on the options side, and now on the swing trading side. but it's at the it's almost at the very low. So again, I believe in Tesla. I don't own Tesla, you know, I'm not like a super electric car guy, but the product is like amazing. I believe in Elon Musk. So I'm trusting that the stock would turn around. If it doesn't, then obviously I'm going to own more of Tesla based on my strategy. So it's all good. You know, that's part of the game. Guys, as always, this is very high risk what I'm showing you here. So this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. This video is for fun and entertainment. And as I share my journey, you know, don't do what I do. Do what you want to do. Do what's within your risk tolerance. Do what makes sense to you. I just want to share what I'm doing in hopes that maybe it helps you guys learn a thing or two. You know, you can learn from my mistakes. You can learn from my success if I have any, and then go from there. But anyway, that's the update on the swing trading. And obviously I did the update on the options. So again, I'm going to start combining options within the swing trading journey once I own 100 shares of any of these. Because since they're double and triple leverage funds, most of these, the premium is going to be very nice. So I've never traded options on Fidelity though, so it should be interesting. Hopefully it's pretty smooth. But we'll see how that goes. Again, this is in a retirement account. It's in a Roth account, so I don't have to worry about taxes, any tax disaster. You know, this is just me trying to make money, more money for retirement. Instead of money just sitting there, I'm actively managing it, making money, you know, day in and day out, week in and week out. Because why the hell not, right? Everyone else does it. So yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think I'm doing well on options or swing trading? Are you doing any type of similar strategy, or do you just watch this because you're bored? Either way, let me know. I don't care. Be honest. If you enjoyed this content, hit that like button. If you have any questions, concerns, or you want to just give me a shout out, just, you know, leave in the comments below. But yeah, that's my weekly update for options trading and swing trading. Again, overall, pretty damn good. Only issue is Tesla keeps going down, but we'll see what this week brings. It may stay flat and continue to go down up through earnings, and it may be even worse at earnings, or things may turn around. The past two earnings reports have been, you know, kind of let down, so maybe third time's the charm, but we shall see. Don't get your hopes up. Anyway, I'm out of here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.